Hi, my name is Arneson, and I'm a clinical herbal therapist in Ottawa, Ontario. And I do a lot of work with chronic infection, which includes Lyme disease, the co-infection, strep, different forms of pneumonia, chlamydia, staph. And I'm putting together a series of videos on working with herbal medicine and chronic infection. This is the third video, and this video I want to begin with working with some herbs specifically and how we think of them. So the first phase of the protocol that I think is really important to take care of is what I call the pathways of elimination. And when your body is fighting a chronic infection, there's a lot of toxic buildup. There's the death of the bacteria, death of cells, death of tissue, and all this turns into toxins in the body. They all need to be eliminated. And the first organ that tends to be affected primarily, could either be the lymphatic system, which is the next video, or the liver. And the liver is critical to support and help with the elimination of toxins when working with chronic infection. Often before I do anything when working with people with chronic infection the first thing I do is I support the liver. And in supporting the liver, I've seen all sorts of symptoms disappear, including shortness of breath, including heart palpitations, including headaches. So the liver is key. And just a couple of things about the liver is first, the liver has to filter all blood that goes through the body, and it filters the blood coming up through the digestive tract and filters all that blood. So make sure that what's good is going into the body, and what isn't good, like any toxins, any bacteria, anything like that that's made its way, it's going to be flushed out through bile and gallbladder and into the stool. Anything that's good, it's either stored away or it's released as nutrients into the blood. So if the liver is not happy, you can have challenges with nutrition. You can definitely have challenges with iron levels and ferritin levels. That's a big issue for some infections. The other thing that the liver does is it does a lot of recycling. So it takes things apart and then puts things back together. And this is seen as a critical action of the liver for hormonal balance. That goes a little more into women's health and herbs, but it's something to consider as well. So there's a couple of primary herbs that I go back to again and again and again to support the liver, and they're really simple ones. And the first one is milk thistle. Milk thistle is very cooling to the liver. The liver takes care of blood, so there's a lot of blood flows through the liver. The blood carries heat, so livers can get very hot and uncomfortable when they're congested, and the milk thistle just cools off the liver. The other thing that's really important about milk thistle is it protects the cell membranes on liver cells. They're very high in antioxidants, and because the liver is dealing with a higher toxic load than most other organs in the body, this is really important to protect the liver itself. So milk thistle is nourishing, cooling, and protective for the liver. The other herb that I like to use for the liver is dandelion leaf and root. And I take this out of the Chinese medicine. I'm trained in Western herbal medicine, particularly European herbal medicine. And in European herbal medicine, the root is generally offered for the liver and the leaf is offered for the kidney. In traditional Chinese medicine, they're brought together. Research has shown that when used together, The leaf and the root open up detoxification, both detoxification pathways in the liver to facilitate the elimination of toxins through the gallbladder. So just sometimes when people are really sick, they can't take a lot of herbs. They're really sensitive to herbs. And so just starting simply by offering the liver a little bit of nourishment and gentle herbs like dandelion leaf and dandelion root together is a great way to start a protocol. Thank you. I welcome your